Hello dear student. Today here we are for the introducing the CNC lathe trainer machine. This has basically two units. One unit there, this is known as the control unit, and one unit is there. This is known as the machining unit or manufacturing unit. In this we can see here how it will be start. First we using this key. Through this key we will start the power here, and then by moving this key we will start. Then here main light will glow. Using this light we can understand now power supply are here. Then we will start the here light. This switch is used for the light on, and there this light is here is installed into the machining unit. Next one is there. This is one key which are used to start the CNC machine, which are there in the manufacturing section. It means this cabinet is used for the control unit. Here number of lights are there installed, and the basic purpose of all light is there. This is the emergency stop. When machine needs to emergency stop, then we push this key and then this light will glow. By the glowing this light we can understand now at this time machine is stopped under the emergency control. And there this is the one light which are used to spindle forward direction. When we give the command to rotate the machine spindle, here is the spindle, this is spindle. By using the command we give here the rotation to the spindle. If we need to forward the spindle motion, then we give the command to the control unit, and this light will glow under the operation. And when this light will glow, that indicates that spindle rotates in reverse direction. And here next light, this is used for the coolant purpose. When we start from the command for the coolant, then this light will be glow, and here coolant will on through this nozzle. Coolant will spread out over the job. Here if the job is installed on the spindle, then like this, here job is installed, then here coolant will spread out on the job for the cooling purpose. At that time this coolant on light will glow. Next one is lubricant oil. By giving the command under the control unit, we make the lubrication on the moving element. There are two axes. One axis is known as the axis along this direction, and one axis is there Z axis, which are longitudinal direction. To make the lubrication on both axes, we use the command. At that time when we making the lubrication, then this light will glow. By seeing this light we can understand their light or their lubrication or takes place on the machine. Next one is there. This light is used for the limit switches in X direction. Here when this tool post will move in X and direction and Z direction, both direction, they are the limit. If we are considering the X direction, then if move along this direction, there is the one limit switches. When this crosses the limit, then their light will glow. It means along the X direction their machine has the limit. It means definite distance this will travel in X direction, and also in definite distance this tool post will travel in Z direction. By extending that definite distance, this light will glow and machine will automatically stop. There is Z tip and X tip. When we extending, we can move more than the limit to the machine, then this light will glow and machine will automatically stop. Now here we have come to the second unit, that is machining unit. In this unit we can first understand what are the basic element on this machine and what are the basic operation that can perform on this machine. We can see here, this is the chuck on which we can hold the job. This is centerless chuck. Also this is known as 3-jaw chuck. In this we hold the job on which we can perform the operation, and this is known as the 3-jaw chuck. And here is the tool turret. This tool turret, you can see here, this has 8 tool turret posts. 8 posts, it means on this tool turret we can use number of 8 tools by using this sensor. This is known as the reference positioning. From here we count the number of tool. This is a tool number 1. At this time, when this sensor are in front of this sensor, this is both are the sensor. When we are giving the command to the machine for the reference tool or home positioning, then this sensor comes to in front of this sensor, and at that time this tool will be in front of job, and this is tool number 1. You can see here, this is tool number 1. Now we will count the number of tool from clockwise direction. It means this is tool number 1, this is tool number 2, this is tool number 3, this is tool number 4, this is tool number 5, this is tool number 6, this is tool number 7, this is tool number 8. It means on that tool turret we can mount the number of 8 tool. By giving the command into the program to the CNC machine, we can call the any tool by T1, T2, T3, T4. If we need further operation on the job, tool number 1, then we write into the program T1. At that time T1 will in front of the job, and that can perform the operation on the job. Now we will discuss the basic operation on this machine. Here we have number of jobs which can performed on this machine. This all jobs we have made on this machine. By selecting one job, here we can understand the operation which can perform on the machine. Here this is known as the face. It means this face is made by this CNC machine. It means this is one operation which can perform on this CNC machine, and this operation is known as the facing machine. Now the second operation is there is the turning operation, which can takes place over the surface along the length of the job. And here from this length we have seen there, this operation is known as the turning operation, that makes the equal dia throughout the length of the job, but facing that makes the particular length of the job. Now we can understand the third operation is there, that is known as the step turning. In this we can see here 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn. It means there are number of steps that makes on this job. This is first step, second step, third step, fourth step. It means there are 4 steps. It means this operation can be performed by the turning operation. So this operation is known as the step turning operation. And here fourth one is the taper turning operation. In this we can see here is the slope on the operation. This is not the step turning, this is the taper turning, in which we can see here diameter is increases along the length slightly. This operation is known as the taper operation. Now next operation that can perform on the CNC machine, this is operation that is known as the fillet operation. In this we can see here we are using radius to perform the operation. This operation is known as the fillet operation. This can also perform like this, like oval. Here in this direction we can perform the oval type shape on this machine. And next operation is there, that is known as the threading operation. This also can be performed on this machine. Here this is the thread which can made on the job by this CNC machine. And next operation is there the drilling. This we can also perform on the job. This is the drilling. You can see here we have made already on the job. This is drilling operation. Next one is there this is the CNC lathe trainer machine we already discussed you. This is just similar to the lathe machine which you have already discussed in module 1 by the Mr. Naveen Kumar sir. That is manual operation takes place on the lathe machine in workshop, but here on the CNC machine all operations that happens on the CNC machine that can perform on this CNC machine, but this is automatic machine. In this we never work by manually, we give the program to the control unit, and by simulation method we can check our program which we have written into the control of the computer of the machine, that can be checked by the simulation without running the operation on the machine. If that is right, then we can give that command to the CNC machine to perform the operation. It means this is known as the automatic CNC lathe machine.